Hello, my name is Paul Rigby and welcome to It's Just an Idea, my YouTube channel that I describe as the life and adventures of a retired London Underground train driver. Now pretty much every good adventure story that I've ever read, heard or even told has involved travel, a journey of some sort. And this video is the story of my first adventure as a retired London Underground train driver. So this is where the adventure begins. Swansea to Corfu, trying to go all the way by train. First leg, Swansea to Paddington.
Good morning, we are now approaching Swindon. Please change your episodes of 2 routes to the next junction.
Now approaching London Paddington, where this train terminates. Please take all your belongings with you. Please mind the gate on the train's platform and take care.
So that's the first leg. Swansea to Paddington, and then on to here, King's Cross and Pancras for my for the trip to Paris. And this is the only ticket that I've pre-booked. Yeah, I pre-booked the ticket to Paris, one-way ticket, London to Gare du Nord. I booked it on Sunday. I have no idea how I'm going to get to Corfu. I think it's going to be London to Paris, Paris to Milan, Milan to Brindisi, and I'll get the ferry from Brindisi to Corfu. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if I'm going to have to do any diversions. Maybe go to Rome and then on to Brindisi. But I know that's where I'm going to get the ferry from, Brindisi. Yes, so as I said when I was at Swansea, it's an adventure, and this is the start of it. Let's hope it all goes well. On board the Eurostar, en route to Paris.
Veuillez faire attention à descendre du train à l'espace entre le quai et le marché-quai. Au nom de l'ensemble de l'équipage, je vous souhaite une très agréable soirée en espérant vous revoir prochainement à bord de nos Eurostar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris. The local time is 5:47. If you are planning to take the metro or RER, turn left and look for the signs. If you need a taxi, you will find them on the right-hand side of the station. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. On behalf of your team, I wish you a very pleasant evening and I hope to see you soon on board Eurostar again. Thank you.
That's it, I've arrived in Paris. So what I've got to do now is make my way over to the Gare de Lyon and see if I can book a ticket to Italy, and then find myself something to eat, I think, because I'm just starting to get a little bit hungry. So I think I need the RER to line D. Yeah, line D over there. I've got the ticket. I need to get on the metro, line D to the Gare de Lyon, and hopefully I can sort a ticket out for Italy. The adventure continues. That was an experience. Yeah. Line D, no Jubilee line, no Metropolitan line. Yeah, no Jubilee line, no Metropolitan line or District line here in Paris. They just named them after a letter of the alphabet. Line D, just 2 stops from Gare du Nord to here, Gare de Lyon. And now I need to find out where I can buy a ticket to Italy. Wish me luck. Well, I knew this was going to be an adventure. I've arrived in Paris, and I can't get a train direct to Italy. So what I've done is I've bought a ticket for tomorrow morning from the Gare de Lyon to Geneva in Switzerland. And apparently from Geneva, I can then buy an onward ticket to Milan, hopefully. But I can't buy the ticket, the through ticket from here, from Paris. Apparently I've mistimed my adventure. I should have gone a month or so earlier because the through trains to Milan don't run anymore, not until next year, I guess. Yeah, never mind. It's, as I said, it is an adventure, and that's what this trip is about, making an adventure of it. The first train this morning from Swansea to Paddington was very busy. The early commuters, the workers going to places like Bridgend and Cardiff, and it was very busy. Couldn't do much filming on there. Then from sort of Swindon onwards, it was a little bit better, and I could do a little bit of filming. Then straight over from the Bakerloo line, Metropolitan line, on to St Pancras International, and that was very straightforward. The check-in was really good. Everything was enjoyable about that, apart from the fact that I couldn't film until very late on the journey because my seat was an aisle seat, and I couldn't film over the person sitting next to me. It wouldn't have been polite, would it? But yeah, I managed to film arriving in Paris because that person got up and went to the exit doors quite a while before the train finished. So then I had to get from the Gare du Nord to the Gare de Lyon, and that was, again, once I bought the ticket, very simple. Their metro, their underground, they're just labelled with letters. As I said earlier, there's no Jubilee line, no Metropolitan line, no District line, no Circle line, none of that stuff, just letters. And I had the D, the line D, and I only had to go 2 stops. So that was very straightforward, very interesting. The train was a double-decker underground train. Honestly, I just couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was very busy. Rush hour here in Paris, I suppose. And then got to Gare de Lyon. My ticket is for tomorrow at, I think it's about 6:20 in the morning, something like that. Or is it 20? Yes, 6:20, I think. And so I won't be staying. So I've had to find a hotel. The first Ibis hotel that I tried was very expensive. They wanted over €200 for the night, and I'd seen this one just over the road. This one was €150, so I'm staying here for the night. Let's hope I don't have to stay in Geneva, because I understand Switzerland is very expensive, but you know, what the hell, it's just a good experience. Yeah, and it's, for me, it is things like this, not being able to book an onward ticket straight away and not being able to do the exact trip that I was thinking about doing and planning. That is what is, yeah, that's what this trip is all about for me. So now I'm going to go and find myself something to eat. Haven't eaten yet today. I've been recommended supposedly a very good French restaurant just around the corner, so I'll go and have a look, see what that's like, and get an early night because I've got an early rise in the morning.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour. L'équipe TGV Lyria vous souhaite la bienvenue à bord de ce train 9761 à destination de Lausanne. Nous desservons les gares de Bourg-en-Bresse, arrivée prévue à 8h09, départ prévu à 8h12. Bellegarde, arrivée prévue à 8h59. Genève. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The TGV team is pleased to welcome you on board this high-speed train to Lausanne, 97. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments we'll be arriving in Geneva main station. We'll be arriving on platform 7, doors open on the left hand side. This train continues to Lausanne.
So day two of this adventure. I've arrived here in Geneva, and next stage is I have to get to Milan. I have two stops here. I have to go to the next station is called Brig, and then it's another station beginning with a D. I will look it up on my ticket what it is, and then I change on to Milan. The Gare de Lyon to Geneva section was really good. I enjoyed that train.
The SBB train crew welcomes you on the Interregio 90 to Lausanne, Vevey, Montreux, Aigle, Sion, Brique, and wishes you a pleasant journey. Next stop, Lausanne.
Bitte alle Reisenden aussteigen und verabschiedet sich von Ihnen. Ihre nächste Verbindung, der Express nach Iselle Square, war zu Domodossala 13:22 Gleis 8. Mesdames et messieurs, prochain arrêt Brique, gare terminus Tourmentesson, s'il vous plaît. Le personnel d'accompagnement vous dit merci et au revoir.
uns verabschiedet sich von Ihnen. We are arriving at Domodossola Terminal Station. The VLS asks you to leave the train and bids you goodbye.
I'm now settled on the train to Milan. It leaves in about 20 minutes and should get me there in about an hour and a half. So we're looking roughly 2 hours. And then from Milan, I need to see if I can sort the rest of the trip out to Brindisi without having to stay the night in Milan. I don't mind if I do. If I stay there, I'll stay the night and I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
We invite you to leave the seats free of bags, backpacks and personal items. Please remember that smoking is not allowed on the train. It is also forbidden to use electronic cigarettes. This train is equipped with a fire detection system. For your safety, this train is equipped with CCTV cameras. At last, we ask you to keep the occupied seat clean and not to leave any waste on board the train. Thanks for your cooperation. Enjoy your journey. personal items on board the train and leave the place you occupy clean. Thank you. Good evening. I viaggiatori troveranno il treno Frecciarossa 9747 per Venezia Santa Lucia delle ore 16:45 al binario 13. Regionale 2962 per Malpensa Aeroporto Terminal 2 delle ore 16:55. Frecciarossa 9649 per Roma Termini delle ore 16:58.
So I've arrived at Milan Centrale. It took me, how many trains did it take me? I thought I was going to be able to get one train direct from Paris to Milan, but I didn't. I had to go Paris to Geneva, one train. Geneva to Brig, two trains. Brig to the word I can't pronounce at the moment. And then the fourth one here to Milan. So that's 4 trains it took me to get to Milan. It has been an adventure. I'm not moaning. I'm not moaning at all. I found a nice little restaurant here in the station. I've just ordered a nice piece of sirloin steak. I'm going to enjoy that. And I've also managed to book my ticket to Brindisi. I'm on a night train that leaves here at 9:15, 21:15, and arrives 12 hours later in Brindisi. I've got a sleeping cabin, which apparently I'm supposed to share with 4 other people, but that's why it's so cheap, I suppose. It's all part and parcel of the fun and games. I just hope that I get on okay with these 4 people, or at least I can communicate with them. Yeah, it's been a great trip so far. Let's see how this steak turns out. I've just had a sample, so let's see how it goes. So I'm just waiting now for the platform number for my train, the 21:15 to Lecce, and I'll be getting off at Brindisi. Leaves here 21:15, as I just said, and arrives 9:30 tomorrow morning. So I've saved the cost of a hotel, which is handy, I suppose. And it's going to be another experience. So there's my train, 765, departing 21:15 from Binari, that's platform 17. So I've got to find platform 17, coach 5, berth 35. 5:35. So the numbers on my room bore no resemblance at all to the numbers on my ticket. And this is the room. This is where I occupied. This was my bed. Brindisi. This adventure just gets better and better. I arrive in Brindisi nice and early on the train from Milan. Yeah, that was okay. That was a comfortable night's sleep. That was good. So I arrive here in Brindisi, come to the ferry port thinking I can just buy a ticket for Corfu. No, I'm wrong again. I can't buy a ticket straight to Corfu. The ferries from Brindisi to Corfu only run, I should have checked this, I know, stupid of me, but they only run from June until the end of August. Therefore, my route has changed again. So the route is Brindisi-Igoumenitsa on that ferry there behind me. And then from Igoumenitsa, I can get another ferry to Corfu. So, yeah, as I said, the adventure continues. This is fun. I've now boarded the ferry Igoumenitsa to Igoumenitsa. So, yes, the ship is called the MV Igoumenitsa, and it travels between Brindisi and Igoumenitsa. It's a 9-hour ferry ride. It leaves in about an hour's time, 1 o'clock. And when I get to Igoumenitsa, I have to find a ferry to Corfu. I've been for a walk around this ship, and I'm not that keen on the deck. It's very difficult to get to the deck area. You have to walk through where people's cabins are. Lots of cabins. This ferry's mainly for lorry drivers. Not many walk-on passengers like myself. Yeah, just gonna sit back in these comfortable chairs and enjoy myself. I'm now on the second ferry of the day. This is the ferry from Igoumenitsa to Corfu. Hopefully it'll take about an hour and a half. I think it leaves here at about 11:30. And when I get to Corfu, I'm going to have to find somewhere to stay. See if I can book somewhere on booking.com whilst I'm on this ferry. Yes, I've made it. Swansea to Corfu. Trains, boats and no planes. Yes, I've arrived. I booked into a hotel in Ipsos, but as I've arrived a little bit earlier than I thought I would, I've stayed in the Hotel Corfu town, just this small little hotel. Tomorrow morning I'll wake up, freshen up, I need a shower badly, and make my way to Ipsos and check in there. Yeah, I've done it. It's been an achievement, I think. It's been an enjoyable adventure. So I started with a bus into Swansea, the train Swansea to Paddington, Bakerloo line, Paddington to Baker Street, or I use the Metropolitan line to King's Cross St Pancras. Then the Eurostar to Paris, Paris to Geneva, Geneva to Brig, Brig to the town I can't pronounce, and from the town I can't pronounce on to Milan. Then Milan, Brindisi, the sleeper train, and Brindisi, Igoumenitsa on the ferry, Igoumenitsa to Corfu on another ferry. Yeah, no planes at all. I'm here.